We've left Central Australia and we're rocketing up the Stuart Highway towards the top end. This is a termite mound, I believe. I'm Matt Stewart, pretty confident of that. And this, I'm being told, is the Beer Pioneer.
We've been travelling up Central Australia, retracing the path laid down by John McDougall Stuart back in 1862. His journey laid the foundations for the overland telegraph and rail lines, vital in connecting the Australian colonies to the rest of the world. I've been laying down my own legacy, visiting as many craft breweries and watering holes as I can, as well as getting a little sidetracked here and there.
Oh, that's ugly, but it'll play.
After a couple days rest in Alice Springs, today is all about knocking off some serious kilometres as we leave the Red Centre and hit the tropics, where some refreshing R&R awaits, and I'll get to exercise some world-class swimming technique while the cameraman looks out for crocs.
So far, no crocodiles. You gotta always stay vigilant, buddy.
We've got plenty of iconic pubs in this one, and something tells me it'll be a cracking good time. We do have Australia's best whip cracker, so what more do you want from me, okay? Yeah, they've told me I had to make a pun about it, and I don't feel good about it. So yeah, important you know that. We've left Alice Springs and we're back on the tail of John McDougall Stuart, who left the safety of this vital water source back in 1860 on his 4th expedition and forged on, charting his course north. About an hour and a half north of Alice is our first rest stop, Aileron, which, like most towns from here on, consists of a single hotel and a roadhouse. Along with the stylish petrol station, it's your quintessential highway pit stop, offering you classic snacks for the road. Lucky for me, I'm not driving today, so it's the perfect place to grab a drink, meet some locals, see what's going on. Okay, well, at this hour, not a lot, but there's always someone behind the bar.
So I've stopped by the Aileron pub on the Stuart Highway, and yeah, thought what a great opportunity to have a quick beer before we kick on for the rest of the trip.
Oh, hey there, mate. How you doing?
Mate, good day there, fella. What's your name?
William.
William, Matt.
Matt.
Thanks for having us.
No problem.
Did you grow up around here?
No, I've just been here for 5 days now, mate.
All right.
I've just got here, just travelling through.
No
Get a bit
kidding.
of work.
Great experience. I'm guessing how's the 5 days treated you?
Yeah, look, interesting. Every day is something different.
Yeah.
We got a lot of interesting characters here. And
Okay, so not quite a local, but what does local even mean these days?
do you want to stop me, Bill?
That'd be fantastic.
We'll give you this one with there's like 3 kangaroos rooting on it.
Okay.
There you go, man.
3 kangaroos rooting on it.
As many as 3.
Bloody hell, and they're wearing sunnies?
That really happened.
Really?
Just out there.
No kidding.
No kidding.
Jeez, you're lucky when you're in the right place at the right time. Hang on, home of bullshit. Is this a...
You got me there.
Heard there's a bit of wildlife around here, so I might as well head outside and have a gander. Oh yeah?
I actually think of myself as a bit of a peacock. I don't know if you've ever had the pleasure of seeing my mating dance, but I'm going to give this lizard a drink.
We're slowly getting a bit more greenery around us as we leave the desert and enter a new tropical climate zone. And you wouldn't read about it. It's another bloody John McDougall Stuart memorial. Geez, they love 'em out here. Old John made it here in 1860, but would ultimately have to turn back shortly after. He'd have to pass this point 2 more times until his 6th and final successful expedition in 1862.
The journey continues on, and we're a fair way into it now. We did it in a camper van. John McDougall Stuart almost certainly didn't have such technology at his disposal. I think camper vans were invented well after the 1800s.
Probably should fact check that. Can we get someone to fact check that? We're also hitting another milestone, officially crossing into the tropics. The Tropic of Capricorn is the southernmost latitude where the sun can be seen directly overhead. Little known fact, but it's very gradually moving northward, currently at the rate of 0.47 arc seconds, or 15 metres per year. So yes, this installation is already incorrectly placed.
About 50 million years ago, Australia severed its continental contacts with Antarctica.
As I continue to read every word on this plaque, I find this a fitting time to reflect on my own place in the universe, and whether I'm likely to succumb to losing my sanity and going tropo myself. It's a saying of top-enders about the effects of the build-up, when the harsh heat combines with thick humidity before the monsoon season.
I'm right on it. I'm going tropo. I'm at the Tropic of Capricorn. And it feels good. Latitude 23-442028. Longitude 133-833111. This is a new dance. Everyone's doing the beer pioneer. Beer pioneer is here. Here it is, let's all do it now. One step, two step, let's have fun together. Here we go on the beer dance now. Hello, how do you do? Let's dance. So yeah, I just came up with that, I just riffed that. To me, that's nothing. To you, you might be like, bloody hell. Was it a team of choreographers involved? No, it wasn't. It was a team of one. And you're looking at him. A lot of the dance is in the shoulders and the eyes. What are we doing?
I don't know. Okay.
I think we are going tropo. He's going tropo.
A couple of hours up the Stuart Highway is the Barrow Creek Hotel, a wayside inn established in 1932, alongside the telegraph station. We've heard a bit about this pub back in Alice, being home of the famous bullshit burger. More on that later. I'm heading in to meet the publican. His name's Les. And I got money on him being a bit of a character.
Hey, g'day, how's it going?
How's it going, Les?
Yeah, good. Yourself?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Yeah, sorry.
What a spot, bit of a famous pub.
Certainly is.
Yeah.
Basically as old as the Sydney Harbour Bridge.
Is it really?
Yeah. But,
How long have you been here?
just 34 of those.
Oh, just only for 34.
Yeah. But next couple of weeks' time will mark 46 years in the territory overall, but 34 of those years right here at Barrow Creek.
Yeah, cool.
Over the years, this place has certainly seen its fair share of travellers.
So you've met a lot of people over the years. So I'm guessing even though it's quite isolated, you probably don't feel that isolated because so many people are coming through.
I think they say that in any given year, 200,000 people go between Alice, Darwin, or Aileron. So if I only get to meet a quarter of those people that are on the road, that's 50,000 people, which is more than people do in the city.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
So, people say the middle of nowhere, but no, you change that and it's called the centre of the universe. So it's a bit different.
It's got it all, your typical outback kitsch. Geez, the kangaroos out here are toey, aren't they? Some quality merch, and of course, some bullshit on the wall.
Is that the bullshit?
Yeah, that is it. It's been there for lots of years, but you can tell the difference between bullshit and cow shit, funnily enough. When you throw them both up in the air, the one that doesn't come down's got to be bullshit. That's got to be bullshit.
Les, you are a character. Not surprisingly, the bullshit has found its way into Ted Egan's now famous Ode to the NT.
Jim comes from Barrow Creek and he trains on rum and pies to think that he's a strong man. Well, that comes as no surprise, because if you see bullshit up on the wall, don't think that you are full. For the night the bullshit got there, it was Jim who lifted the ball.
That's great.
The concept found its way onto the menu with the invention of the bullshit burger, which gave truckies a cheap, hearty feed from local cattle station offcuts. This is also the perfect spot to have a closer look at the famed and now discontinued Darwin Stubby.
Yeah, so I'm feeling nervous.
Oh.
Wow. How cool's that?
Well,
Les, I really appreciate it. Thanks for chatting.
Oh,
Thanks for having us.
well, indeed a pleasure. Thanks for coming.
Beautiful Barrow Creek hospitality.
Well, anytime you're in the neighbourhood, drop in.
Yeah, the home of bullshit, that feels like home to me.
Oh, that's pretty cool, yeah. Well, if you don't go, you can't come back.
That's true.
You know.
So finally got to the Barrow Creek Hotel and met Les. What a character. He was awesome. It was great to chat to him there. Good to see the bullshit on the wall and talk a bit of bullshit. Yeah, definitely recommend cruising through if you get the chance. What a spot. And the sun's setting. We got to hit the road again. We're heading to Tennant Creek. Humpty-doo digger.
He is the beer pioneer.
After a night's stay in Tennant Creek, it's back on the road, our destination, Mataranka.
As you drive down the Stuart Highway, it's remarkable how much the scenery changes every hour or so. For the last little while for us, it's been termite mound city, like this guy here. For perspective, if this was a human home, it would be at least 3 stories high. Makes you think, doesn't it?
The termite mounds are a sign of the increasing temperature as we move north. Nests only form in high humidity and are usually maintained at a temperature between 25 and 36 degrees Celsius. We're reaching the end of the desert and grasslands of the centre and closing in on the tropics. Some 8 hours north of Alice is Daly Waters. In May 1862, on what would be his final expedition, John Stuart discovered water here and named the springs after the new governor of South Australia, Sir Dominic Daly. Even though it was almost winter, his journals make considerable mention of how hot it was. His horses were at breaking point, and he was beginning to admit that his ability to carry on with his expeditions was coming to an end. Suffice to say, he was stoked to find water here and camped for a month, his party relishing the opportunity to catch fish. Daly Waters proved to be his saving grace, as he'd finally reached the coast a few months later, and would not likely have attempted another expedition if he hadn't. The Overland Telegraph Line reached Daly Waters 10 years later in 1872, and in the 1890s the Daly Waters Hotel was built and remains one of the oldest buildings and most famous watering holes in the Northern Territory. And a small airport emerged as Daly Waters became the distribution point for mail services between the top end.
Famous for having Northern Territory's oldest pub and Australia's first international airport, and now the new John Stewart Heritage and Nature Trail. Is that true? Daly Waters had Australia's first international airport. Wow.
Daly Waters was a crucial airbase in World War II and a refuelling stop for Qantas flights when even the longest range aircraft could not cross the country. Time to head into the pub to see what all the fuss is about. This place is famous. I wonder what's on tap here. Ah, yeah, that's right. It is hard to get a craft beer out here.
Embarrassingly, I didn't realise there's a tradition here that you leave your bra behind. I've got nothing to leave behind, unfortunately. I'm unsupported and I feel silly because I can't leave anything behind.
I don't mind a bit of clutter in the outback, I'll tell you that.
555, 777, 7,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. I get a slab O beers. I can't help but feel this was rigged.
Yeah, a few more Darwin stubbies.
Two days ago I said I'd never been to a pub with a pool. Now, I can't remember the last time I went to a pub that didn't have a pool. Inventor of the hamburger, an American from Missouri.
If you like watching some bozo read signs, you've come to the right show.
A Missouri man named Old Dave invented burgers? That can't be right. Surely they come from Hamburg in Germany.
Goes off here at night, I'm told. At the moment, it's a little too hot out here. It is absolutely cooking.
Something you gotta know about me is I bloody love bovine. Big, beautiful heads. Give me a buffalo, a cow, a bison. Take them all. There's no more beautiful beast. Well, I'm not sure that's worth the abbreviation. Sure, you've lost an E, but you've gained an apostrophe. So really, it's even Stevens at best.
Fortunately, as well as not bringing a bra, I didn't bring any spare footwear to offload, or number plates even. Oh well, I'll just have to look and admire. Really is a popular spot for those travelling up to the top end. We met Tammy, who's been riding motorbikes west across Australia from the coast of Queensland.
Is the beer a big part of it? This show we're travelling from Adelaide to Darwin, stopping off at pubs along the way. Is that part of it?
Beer?
Yeah.
Of course it is. You've got to stop and have a beer.
Yeah. That's how you really experience the town, right? You go into the pub.
You get off a motorbike, you've been riding all day, it's been hot, you just want to sit and have a beer. So,
Cool. Do you want to take us, show us the bikes?
yeah, come and have a look at our bikes.
Wow, have a look at them.
So, these are the girls.
Better than a car, you reckon?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you get all the senses. So you get, you've got the smells and the sights and you're constantly looking at the road. It's so good. Yeah.
Holy moly. Look, I mean, it's just a piece of art. Oh, yeah. Do you think I can pull this off? It feels good.
More comfortable than our van, I dare say.
Tammy, the crew will never do fun stuff with me. They're always like, oh, we got to be behind the cameras and that sort of stuff. But we keep going to these towns where they've got these cool face cut out hole things. You up for having? They're no fun. You feel like fun, Tammy.
We'll have fun.
Can we go and do it?
Of course, we can have fun.
Look at us go. Now that's fun.
It's been pretty hot down the Stuart Highway, so we've stopped in for a little refresher, a couple of schooners and a slice of pizza, and just about ready to hit the road again. Feeling not too bad at all.
He is the beer pioneer.
We've left Daly Waters. It's only 2 hours until Mataranka. But there's always something that holds us up. We're also squeezing in a quick stop to check out the tiny town of Larama, population of a few dozen and home to another famous pub. I'd say the vibe here is interesting.
We've just stopped in at Larama, which is famous for the big Darwin stubby. Just to tell you how big it is, it's the size of 2,250 gals. That's a lot of women in equivalent weight. It's also the home of the big pink panther. Yeah, fascinating.
I've seen a few Darwin stubbies recently, but I have to say, this is probably the biggest one.
You've got a real pink, there's a big pink thing going on here, a lot of pink things. That building's pink, fence is pink, barrel there is pink. The guy on the plane up there is pink. Don't know why, but I like it. Makes me think of strawberry milk. I don't normally like getting woken up on the road, but if I'm woken up, there better be a big thing. I tell you that. So lucky this time.
Once again, we're still on the road at nightfall, but we managed to knock off over 1,000 kilometres over the past couple of days. And we're now firmly out of the red centre and in the top end. And luckily, we arrived just in time to catch the night's entertainment, Australia's #1 whip cracker. Yeah, that's right, we got him. The man, the myth, the legend, Nathan Whippy Griggs. I like these kind of shows. You can just sit back and relax in the audience without the fear of the entertainer picking on you or trying to bring you into the show to make a fool of yourself.
Tonight I'm going to show you how fast I can crack these whips. Easy to be all talk Eddie. Let's get a volunteer ready. We got Matt somewhere in the crowd. Where is he? Come mate, make your way over here.
I have been absolutely stitched up by the crew here. Genuinely, they didn't tell me this was going on.
Hey mate, what's your name? It is Matt. Righto, that went wise. Okay, so Matt, just to be safe, you need to keep your feet a bit closer together. Yeah, maybe a little bit lower there. Yeah. No, I'm professional, but we all make mistakes. But there will be blood if you move, so do not move. Go!
It's actually kind of relaxing in the end. Started to feel my zen. As you can see, I've found a real inner peace there.
You're welcome to go sit back down now. That was great, mate. Thanks for being a good sport. Give it up to Matt tonight. Thanks, mate.
Yeah, no, that was scary. There's all manner of whips that make their appearance. You got your glow-in-the-dark whip. There's giant bull whips. And the one we all came for, the on-fire whip. After the show, I was lucky enough to catch up with the man himself.
What a freaking great show.
Cheers, bud.
You, what got you into whip cracking?
Originally from WA. My parents sold it when I was 14. We hopped in a bus, long story short, travelling through the top end here. I was travelling with mum and dad and 3 older sisters. And learned how to work out how to crack a whip to defend myself, I guess, against the 3 sisters. No, I'd seen a bloke at Timber Creek here cracking some whips, and he was kind enough to show me how to crack one of his stock whips. And then shortly after that, I went out and bought my own whip, and then fell in love with cracking it, and it was a bit of a hobby, and I actually make my own whips now as well.
You got the whip bug.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens to the best of us.
This one be sounding like a helicopter.
From when I first started cracking whips, I looked up Guinness, the Book of World Records, and I think most kids are pretty obsessed with that book. I was a bit too, and seeing the whip cracking, and I thought the longest whip in the world was pretty cool. So that was always ambition to break that record. And I eventually broke it. I made the whip 100 metres long out of cowhide. It took me about 3 months to make the thing.
Shit.
But I've also got most whip cracks in a minute with 1 whip and 2 whips. So 1 whip, 359, and then 697 for the 2 whips in a minute.
Right.
So that's more than 11 cracks a second. So I've broken that one 3 times now, gone between myself and a fellow in America. But it's good to have that competition, and somebody that breaks it and takes it off you, it gives you that encouragement to make it happen again.
Kick up the arse sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's a start as a passion. Are you now just doing it as a job? You hate whipping. You're dreading getting out of bed. Like I don't want to whip tonight. I'm sick of the whip game.
No, sometimes I feel like that, and then as soon as I walk out there and put a mic in my hand and a whip's over my shoulder, I'm raring to go.
Showtime.
So,
All right, I can't resist. Let's give it a go. I assume that I'll be able to do this quite easily.
Matt, so you go around your head like this, get your arm up nice and high, using your whole arm. When the whip's off to the left of you, go back in the opposite direction.
No, I did the reverse one.
That
was the opposite of what you said, isn't it?
Okay, so try this one. So you start with the whip light out behind you.
Yeah.
You bring the whip up, and then you drop more like that up.
Right.
So let the whip come up a bit further before you start forward. So you go up, yeah.
Fuck yeah, that felt powerful. Ooh, fuck, that feels really good. Holy shit, I can see why you do this. Thanks so much, Whippy.
Legend.
Gentlemen.
Next time on The Beer Pioneer, I'm heading into croc country.
Love to see one from a distance, the kind of distance you have to squint to see it. There's a crocodile, that sort of thing.
I climb a hill.
Ah, shit.
Find some souvenirs.
So you got a kangaroo nads bottle opener.
and I finally find a craft brewery in the middle of the bush.
Oh, that's so good. It's liquid ginger.
Can't wait. See you then.